I feel like he should get all the cards. He could say the N-word. He could say whatever the fuck he wants.
That's what he wanted.
All the cards.
He gets to say LGBT barbecue.
Anything he wants, dude.
LGTV.
Because he's been through everything, man.
Damn,
That's
dude.
crazy.
How are you gonna get away from 2 atomic bombs? And you go, not again.
Welcome back to Careful Boys. So today I'm going to tell you a story about a guy. His name is Tsutomu Yamaguchi. All right.
Of course.
Okay. I wonder what he is.
Yeah. So this guy
Sounds familiar.
on August 6, 1945, he was 29 years old.
Wow.
He was walking to work in Hiroshima, Japan, when he saw a plane drop something attached to 2 parachutes. Then the sky turns white.
Oh, wait. I think I know who you're talking about.
So he was just 3 kilometers from the center of the first atomic bomb ever used in war. The blast ruptured his eardrums, temporarily blinded him, burned the entire left side of his whole body, and then he crawled to a shelter and found 2 of his colleagues were still alive, and they spent that night in an air raid shelter. So the next day, he's still burned. He gets on a train to go home, and he has to cross a river that had no bridge. So he's like swimming through floating bodies.
Holy shit.
And he gets to a place called Nagasaki on August 8th. And he goes straight to the hospital. And the doctor who treated him used to be his classmate. They were homies. But the burns on his face were so bad that the doctor didn't even recognize him.
Damn.
So on August 9th, he's still wrapped up in bandages. And then he goes to work at the Mitsubishi shipyard. And his supervisor's like, hey, like what happened in Hiroshima? And as he was speaking, the room filled with white light again, brother.
This guy got...
The second atomic bomb had just been dropped on his own city. He was 3 kilometers from the center of that one as well.
He's like, holy shit, not again. Oh my God.
His wife and infant son survived.
Wow.
Yeah. He lost his...
But they got 12 fingers now.
Yeah. He lost hearing in his left ear permanently.
They all turned to Pokemon, dude.
His wife later developed radiation-related cancer, and his son suffered health problems throughout his life before passing away in 2005.
Oh, man.
But the guy said nothing publicly for decades. And then in his 80s, he wrote like a memoir and a whole book of poetry about what went on. And at the age of 90, he traveled to New York and addressed the UN, calling for abolition of nuclear weapons. The Japanese government didn't officially recognize him as a survivor of both bombings until 2009. He passed away the next year at the age of 93. He's the only person in history officially recognized as having survived both atomic bombs.
That is wild, dude.
That's awesome that they actually looked into it and vetted it, huh? Yeah. Wow, that's cool.
Like he was in no liar.
Yep.
I feel like he should get all the cards. He could say the N-word. He could say whatever the fuck he wants.
That's what he wanted.
All the cards. Any racial...
He says that in front of the UN. That's all I want.
He gets to say LGBT barbecue. Who gives a shit?
Anything he wants, dude.
LGTV.
Because he's been through everything, man.
Damn,
That's
dude.
crazy.
How are you gonna get away from 2 atomic bombs? And you go, not again.
It's crazy that as he's describing it, the room fills with white light. That's like a comedy movie, like a dark comedy.
Wow.
Yeah,
I wonder if there's something genetically in him that helped him survive, or was he positioned a specific way by like a structure or something? That's crazy.
He lived till his 90s and he didn't get messed up from the radiation or nothing. Like he got burnt up a little bit.
Yeah, he lost hearing his eardrum, and that's it.
Nothing. Because everyone else got obliterated around
Yeah,
him.
people lose hearing just being that old.
Or going to a concert and shit.
Yeah. Right.
People were getting like born deformed and shit. Like it was fucked up. But that's crazy.
Yeah.
This is one of those ones where it just seems like it's impossible to actually happen. Like that there's actually somebody who could talk about that. Even just that there are survivors of Hiroshima who like just have stories about it. It just blows my mind because it's such a moment from history.
Yeah.
But twice in 2 different cities? That's crazy.
A lot of people that were there for World War II are now gone. Like now the ones that are surviving, they were children during that era, but they're all, yeah.
Interesting.
Do you guys know why Hiroshima and Nagasaki were chosen? Or
Well, the conspiracy is, well, Hiroshima. I think there's a, it's like a port in like a strategic area, but like,
The
Yeah.
conspiracy is cool.
but for the Nagasaki one, it was the biggest population of Catholics in Japan. So the conspiracy is like they're just dropping it on the Christians there.
because if you believe the juice boxes were behind it, I see.
Oh, it's like that.
Yeah. And then the Japanese Catholics were like, hey, if we had to be the lamb, we're the fucking lamb. So even they were kamikaze about it. All of them there were just like, all right, we were, they chose Nagasaki because, we were the sacrifice to end the war. The war.
Because I even remember, like, when I first learned about it in, like, elementary school, I'm like, why not Tokyo? Like, because you think about, like, the city.
Yeah.
Like, kind of like our World Trade Center. It's like New York, right? Like, yeah, I'm like, why not Tokyo?
Apparently, Hiroshima was a key military manufacturing center, home to the Second Army headquarters. Nagasaki was a major industrial center. Both were largely unscathed by previous bombing campaigns, allowing for a precise evaluation of the new weapons destruction.
Oh, I see.
This episode is brought to you by Hims. You've got weight loss goals, but hitting them is another story. Enter Weight Loss by Hims. It's designed into supporting you in losing the weight and keeping it off. And Hims now offers access to an affordable range of FDA-approved GLP-1 medications, including the Wegovy pill and the Wegovy pen. With Wegovy at Hims, lose up to 20% or more of your body weight when combined with diet and exercise. It helps you regulate your appetite and eat less. So success is in reach. Plus, Wegovy is the first GLP-1 pill for weight loss. So there are no needles needed. Are you ready to reach your goals? Visit hims.com/offtherecord to get a personalized, affordable plan that gets you. That's HIMS.com/offtherecord. hims.com/offtherecord. Weight loss by Hims is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is the registered trademark of Novo Nordisk AS. To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy clinical study, information and restrictions, visit hims.com.
Like, if our other artillery doesn't do any damage, let's see how well this one will.
Well, it's like, hey, we didn't really touch this city. It's like a fresh target, so we'll be able to see how well these weapons work on a city. Because we fucked up
The other ones. Yeah. I see.
Do you guys have family members that tell you about the war? Like, I have family members on both sides that told me like the American experience and Hawaii experience and then the Japanese one. So it was pretty crazy. Like, my grandma remembered bomb raids happening. And then she's like, yeah, I was like a young wife. Like, we just got married. And then she goes, our house in Tokyo would have like bomb debris like falling on. And she goes, our roof caught on fire. And then we had to go out and like put out the fire. And I was like, that sucks. So what did you guys do? And she's like, we went to our country home. And I was like, wait, what? And then she
We went to our timeshare.
she goes, oh, yeah, a lot of us, we just hid into like the more like non-strategic urban areas. And then later on I find out like, yeah, because she was rich. So like most people, they had to like stay in the city, right? But then like if they had other homes, most people just, and then she's like, a lot of the kids, like if like they would kind of not adopt, but like, hey, like we'll take care of them because it's not safe in the city. And then so they would go into the like the countryside and shit, and then they would live there. But I heard food was pretty like rationed out too. Like they didn't have that much food. Like, so even like everyone from rich and poor were rationing out as if like, we only could get like a bowl of rice and this. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. So that part was pretty interesting. My uncle saw Pearl Harbor go down. So he was
in the plane.
Coming down.
And then the other guy, he was picking watercress along the mountainside, and then like on a farm, and then he saw all of the bombings and shit go down, and then he was like a kid.
I look like you. Stop.
Yeah, but that motivated him to join the army. because he was just like that whole shit was like a shocker. He was like, I think he was like a little boy. Like he wasn't like a grown man or anything like that. Yeah.
My favorite thing of all time is like when people only read so much of history and they just go, they think America just bombed Japan for no reason.
Oh yeah.
Like they have no knowledge of what the fuck was happening in the world. They think it's an unprovoked attack. Like
Why did they do that?
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
It's like I'm not saying they should have done that, but like, goddamn, dude, do you not know what was happening in the axis of power? That's crazy.
Well, they were saying like how there was about like 1 million something people that were like ready to fight to their death, and then so to end the war early, they wanted to do that. That was like the argument for it. Is like,
Yeah, we were projecting like casualties like into the 1 million.
yeah, because
For invading the Japanese mainland.
yeah, if you invade the mainland, like everyone's brainwashed to believe like at the time, the emperor was God, so they made him a deity. Well, he like the national religion is Shintoism, right? But then they radicalized it like ISIS with radical Islam. And then they made the emperor, he's always had divine blood. But then at that time, they really propagandized it to where like, oh, now we're fighting for God. So everyone in the country was like, dude, that's how they got like kamikazes and shit. They had all these people that were like, I'm gonna die for God. Yeah. So then if the evil Americans came in, the whole country would have just kept fighting to their death. So I get why they used the atom bomb, but I'm like, that's just crazy to think about how my grandma lived through that shit. And then like people today, like, they were children during that time. There's still some people alive that are grandparents.
I also think a lot of people who are in charge are kind of like nuts. Like there was a project like I think in the 60s where the military wanted to nuke the sky to just see what happens. And they thought like what could happen was maybe potentially the end of the world. And they're like, so what? Let's just see what happens.
They're just to fucking do.
Just to fucking see.
I mean, that's how scientists are.
And think about how much money they spent on the Manhattan Project. Like we're talking about, that was the biggest, most clandestine project at the time. And they had just funneled through shitloads of cash. So don't you kind of just want to see what happens? Like, I think that's kind of what was going on.
They don't want to get blue balls. They fucking worked on it for so long.
I heard the second bomb was that. Because I heard after the first, they're like, okay. And then Americans like, we got another one. Let's just do it.
So you got to light all your fireworks at 4th of July. Right. You don't want to save some for next year.
There's a map of like during the Cold War, all the fucking nukes they tested between America and Russia in the world. And then it's just like a live graphic of like a timeline going. And then like where the fucking all these oceans, islands, test sites. Like, they used to do them right here in Vegas too, where they would just blow them up. So there's just hella fucking nukes that went off worldwide just to test.
Yeah, Operation Starfish Prime, dude. Largest nuclear test ever conducted in space. A 1.4 megaton warhead was detonated 250 miles above the Pacific Ocean. And they were just like, let's just see what happens.
And they detonated it?
Yeah.
Whoa.
They did that to this little island nation called Micronesia. And there's a lot of Micronesians in Hawaii because they got like, it's almost like a sorry severance pay because they fucking blew the shit out of their island for testing. And then so the natives are just like, well, what the fuck? Like, you destroyed our habitat and shit. So then they get like government funding and stuff, and they can live in America.
Check this out. Project A119. A proposed but never executed U.S. Air Force plan from the late 1950s to nuke the moon.
Oh, shit. Damn, that's fucking crazy.
Nuke the moon.
These are just straight up crazy cokeheads.
We probably shouldn't do that. We need that. We need the moons.
You know why they were going to do it, right? They were going to do it to create a visible flash from Earth as a show of force to the Soviet Union.
How powerful we are.
So it's all just like dick measuring. Damn.
And these people are in charge, brother.
Because that would alter like ecosystems. We won't have tides anymore. Like it'd be crazy.
It wouldn't destroy the moon. It was just to create a flat. That'd be fucking nuts.
What if it like changes the trajectory of it? Remember?
Oh,
How like on the Time Machine, that movie, How he goes to, have you ever seen that movie? So this dude, it's like the H.G. Wells time machine. He goes to like the future. He's like from the freaking olden days or whatever. He gets to the future and he comes out of the time machine and the moon is too close to the earth. So everything's getting lifted up.
Oh shit.
Because they colonized the moon in the future and they changed the path of how it revolves and it got too close. You know, like when it's like if it was any closer, shit would change drastically.
Yeah, drastically.
Yeah.
And are everyone's wives like fucking having their period like every other day?
Everyone's horoscope.
I know. We have like fucking 30 feet waves like every.
Yeah, so like
That'd
the
be
Earth got
crazy.
fucked up because of that in the
I'm
future.
glad they didn't do that. That's crazy.
But man, what a show of force, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, World War III is coming soon, so we'll have a whole new generation.
Hell yeah. Don't forget, you don't have to sign up for the draft anymore. They got you.
Dude.